Two truths, one lie.
Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie.
Number one, Harry Styles had the best-selling album of 2020 in the UK. Number two, Taylor Swift had the best-selling album of 2020 in the USA. Number three, Ariana Grande was the only artist with two number one selling singles in the UK in 2020. Which one is the lie?
One.
This is Bronnie, every Wednesday from 6 p.m. The Bronnie Show on KCC Live.
Alex, welcome to the Bronnie Show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Dude, congrats on the new single.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's
sick.
been a long time coming. But yeah, I'm super excited for it to be out. But yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so to everyone listening, Alex has just released his new single, Lose Ourselves. It is available everywhere on all platforms, and it's obviously a banger. Dude, I love how it builds the whole song.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because we went into the studio trying to record, I say me, I went into the studio trying to record like this sort of slow acoustic track, and came out 8 hours later with something completely different. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, super happy with it.
No, it's great, and your beautiful angelic vocals on it as well. Always, it's always a winner. I feel like it's the perfect song to listen to in the car. You know, to pretend you're in a movie or somewhere, or like on a train.
Oh yeah, I like to think of it as like a main character kind of song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is my moment, or like I'm having a moody moment. This is my moody moment.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
So tell me more about the song. So when did you write it? Was it over lockdown, or was it at home? You know, or in a studio, or like you were saying?
Yeah. So I mean, I've been working on the song for about a year now. I've been banking songs for literally like 3 or 4 years, but I was sat on this one, and obviously I didn't want to brand it as a lockdown song, but it has kind of come out of just sort of sitting in my room for a little bit too long and sort of playing around with guitars. Yeah, but I think it felt like the right song to release first. There's bigger things coming, bigger songs coming, but it felt like the right sort of song just to introduce who I am. Do you know what I mean? Because I want to be as honest as possible. So I thought this is a great, honest song. Well, I think so, and I think people sort of get to know me a little bit through the song as well.
Yeah. So what is the song concept for the people who haven't listened yet?
Well, I suppose it's up for interpretation, but for me, I kind of wrote it as if I was trying to sort of go back to how simple things were when I was little, or like when I was younger. And you'll see when the music comes out tomorrow or Friday, the 5th. I've sort of pulled together all the footage of me when I was little, and I just wanted to sort of create that feeling of just the simple times. Also, it's just talking about nice times, and I don't want people to overthink it, and I don't want to overthink it, but I think it's just a nice song, and I think I enjoy singing it, so I think that's all you can do.
Oh, that's great. Well, my dude, it's time for a little game. This is Would You Rather Musician Edition. So, number one is, would you rather never play an instrument ever again, or never sing and songwrite ever again? That includes no drunken karaoke's.
No drunken karaoke, so not even a single like karaoke bar or... Oh my God, that's so difficult. I think I'd rather, because I don't really like hearing myself sing, so I think I'd rather never sing again, because I do just love playing music, and if I could play for someone else, or stand in the background on stage and play the guitar or play keys or whatever like that, I'd still be totally happy with that. So yeah, I'd probably go with that one.
Fair.
Is that the right answer? Would you go the same?
Hey, everyone's got a right answer. I mean, I would probably never play an instrument again, because I'm addicted to songwriting, and I'm kind of a singer. That's kind of my forte. So
that's your thing. You kind of you're an amazing singer, so you kind of sway more towards the singing.
So so number two, would you rather play sold out 50 cap rooms all over the world in tiny, crazy, intimate venues whenever you want, or play half-filled stadiums around the world, but you can only do that 5 times a year? That's the only gigs you can do.
Oh, that's such a dilemma. Thing is, I've never had the opportunity to play even half-filled stadiums, so I've only experienced the at capacity 50 cap, and I've been happy so far with those. I mean, if I could, I suppose in the middle of a pandemic, I'd choose 5 half-sized filled stadiums.
To play it safe.
Yeah, and play on Zoom calls for the rest of the year. But no, definitely 50 cap venues all the way. Drunken nights out, beers.
Hell yeah!
Everything.
Sticky floor venues and all that.
Sticky carpet, all that.
Okay, so number 3 is you could only listen to 1 decade's worth of music forever. What decade would you choose?
Okay, so this is a it's either the decade that sort of like I've grown up in and it's got all my indie music in, or my family have a silly amount of themed parties. Like, it's my mum's birthday this week, and we're doing, just the 4 of us are doing a Chinese New Year themed birthday party.
Oh,
and
awesome.
even though it'll be Chinese themed New Year, it'll still have 80s club classics on. So I'm gonna have to go with the 80s because it's just all killers, no fillers on the dance floor, isn't it? With the 80s stuff.
It's all the movie soundtracks as well.
Yeah. It's got to be the 80s. Everything great came out of the 80s.
Oh, it did, for sure. Right,
80s.
so let's talk about other times. So a lot of my fans, your fans, our fans, who've been to my tours have seen that, your old band, The Verse, open for me. So you guys announced last year that it wasn't a split, was it? It was more of a break for the time being and see how it goes. Is that how it is?
Yeah. I mean, every band that splits up says, "Oh, we'll be back," and I think we genuinely mean that. I mean, at the moment we are in the middle of a lockdown, but I don't think any of us have ever been any busier with all different things going on. And I think we enjoyed the time of the band so much, and literally like the entirety of our 3 years, like we were following you around, and it was so much fun. I mean, just seeing the memories pop up from like that January tour. And
we was talking about that the other day, weren't we? The Rejects tour. You guys got me that multicolored rose.
Yes.
At the end, I still have that in my house. I'm such a hoarder for memories. It's literally.
I still have my Rejects T-shirt in my wardrobe.
Yes, that's awesome.
I wear it on my lazy days. But yeah, I think the Verse loved it so much, and I think we're all excited to sort of get on with our own stuff, and then definitely at some point we'll be back.
Awesome. Was it a tricky idea to kind of come up with it, or did it just feel like a natural thing to do at that moment in order to carry on the future of the Verse?
I think the split sort of came at a good time just because we weren't doing much, and it felt like it was a point where we could go, right, okay, we could stretch this out, this sort of doing not a lot for quite a while, and we could say, right, let's call it a day where we're still all good mates and we can carry on being friends, and then at some point we can kick it back off again. But yeah, I can't wait just to get back on stage again. It's been so long.
Totally.
I'm just craving it so much. I'm pining for the stage. There we go.
Awesome. So up next we have your song of the week.
Song of the week. Yeah.
So it's time to choose. Alex Cottom, what song are you gonna pick?
So it's gonna be this week, Nothing But Thieves is Everybody Going Crazy.
Nice. What made you choose that?
Well, I just thought it's a good sized song. It's not that long. It's pretty intense. I mean, the vocals, Nothing But Thieves. I think his name's Connor. His vocals are just insane. I've seen them like 3-4 times live and never get bored of them. Do you know, some bands you can sort of listen to them to death and then it's like, oh, okay, I got to move on now. But Nothing But Thieves are one of those rare bands that you just like, I can't get enough of them. So
totally.
Yeah. That is just a banger. I've had it on repeat, literally just thinking. I was like, right, what song should I choose? I knew it was going to be a Nothing But Thieves song, but yeah, Everybody Going Crazy by Nothing But Thieves.
Good song choice, my dude. So, new music. Now, will there be any new songs coming out very soon, or are you going to wait a couple of months? You working towards another single, EP, album? What's the plan?
So, I'd love to work towards an album. I mean, it's literally, I'm going to be completely honest, it's money. So I will save up with my day job, and I'll see how much time I can get into the studio. But I have booked in more studio time soon, and then after that there'll be another single out and another music video, and I want to do some live stuff, like some sort of mini concert thing. So there is so much stuff coming. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Dude, that is so exciting. I'm so excited to hear everything. So do you have any demos, or is it literally just little voice recordings in your head so far? And
yeah, that's it. I mean, I've got probably about 12 tracks ready to record. It's just picking which one I want to go next. I have a pretty certain idea. It's probably going to be a track called Wake Up. Not the 1975 one. But it's probably going to be called Wake Up. And yeah, it's sort of more indie pop kind of vibes, indie pop, indie rock. I'm super excited for that to come out. Every time I release something going out, I'm so excited for the next thing after that.
Yes. And it must be so hard to pick which one you're going to record next, because it's kind of like all your babies, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? You're trying to pick one to...
Yeah, and I think as well, like, I would have released the other one first, but then it wouldn't have really suited this kind of poppy, funky, upbeat song. Wouldn't have sat well in the middle of a pandemic. It would have just been wasted. So if I release it in summer, I think you kind of vibe with it more in summer because it feels like a summery track.
Totally get you. Awesome. So we have our last game. It is two truths, one lie.
Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie. Two truths, one lie.
So I will be reading out three facts. You got to choose which one is a lie. This is very music themed. Okay, so number one, Harry Styles had the best-selling album of 2020 in the UK. Number two, Taylor Swift had the best-selling album of 2020 in the USA. Number three, Ariana Grande was the only artist with 2 number-1 selling singles in the UK in 2020. Which one is the lie?
Oh, they all sound so true. Ooh. I'm really rooting for Harry. But Taylor Swift, I know she's still really big. But then Ariana Grande, I'm going to go with Taylor Swift is the lie.
No, Harry Styles is the lie. It was Lewis Capaldi had the best-selling album of 2020.
I blooming should have known, should I?
Pretty crazy. He's had the biggest selling album for 2 years in a row now, which is totally insane.
Lewis Capaldi?
Yeah, because he released it in 2019, end of 2019, and then it also blew up again in 2020, probably because of quarantine and all that. But yeah, how sick.
Yeah, all the moody tracks on it.
Just staring outside the window like...
Yeah.
So we have some fan questions to finish this off. So who are your biggest music inspirations?
Oh, okay. At the moment, I'm going to go with Rex Orange County. I like his chord progressions. I like his melodies. The way he writes stories into songs. I like that. Declan McKenna, just for, visually at the moment, that's sort of the vibe he's going for. He's just really cool. I've noticed you started to change your music a little bit, and I'm really excited to see how that's going. And it's
awesome.
Some really exciting stuff. So you're definitely an inspiration to me. Is that 3? Do I have to pick 3? I'm going to pick 3. I'm going to stay at 3.
Oh, what a legend! So
you are in my top 3.
Oh, do you know, I'm going to put you in my top 3. Look at us.
Oh, stop it. Stop it, carry on.
Right, are you nervous about getting upstage being a soloist as opposed to being in a band?
Yes, I am absolutely terrified. There is no hiding when you are a soloist. I genuinely don't know how you do it with such confidence. I suppose it's years of practice, and you are. It's half that you're born with it, and half that you just got this nurtured talent. But yeah, I am absolutely terrified because
honestly, it's the adrenaline.
And that's what I'm relying on. That absolute rush. But yeah, I am so nervous, but I'm so excited as well. And I've got like a year to practice. Yeah. But yeah, I've got to find people to play with me as well.
Dude, you'll kill it, seriously. But I do feel like with the band thing, I mean, I get it with Chris and Pete. Like, I feel so much more confident on stage with them behind me because it's like a little comfort blanket, isn't it?
Of course.
So when I just got on stage alone, I'd be shitting myself before.
Well, you do the you do like the pre-gig acoustic parts, and I'd always watch those.
Yeah.
You have a good voice when you're playing acoustic guitar as well. That you really hold up your own there as well. But yeah, Pete and Chris are so good that you know that like none of you are going to mess up because you've got each other supporting you. So yeah, I am nervous to see how that goes, but I'm sure I'll have great people next to me and helping me and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, dude, you'll kill it. Don't you worry about that. Now, the last question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh my God, in 10 years? I don't even know where I'm going.
What deep question that is.
Wow. Okay, so in 10 years, really, it all comes down to I want to be enjoying myself as much as possible. Because in this lockdown, I mean, I had a good 2020. I know it sounds really bad to say, but I mean, I had a good time. I went to some cool places. I mean, at the moment, I'm doing a job that I enjoy. So I think in 10 years, I look back and I haven't done everything that I wanted to. I think I'd be a little bit bummed about that. But yeah, I think in 10 years' time, as long as I'm still doing what I love, that's all that matters.
That's the best. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show, my dude. So where can people find you on social media?
Oh, where can they? I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Instagram at Alex O Cottom, or Twitter at Alex O Cottom, or Facebook at Alex O Cottom, or YouTube. And I need to work out a username for that, but I'm sure it'll be Alex O Cottom.
Awesome.
Anywhere.
And the main one, Spotify.
Oh, of course, yeah. Alex Cottom.
Yes.
Scratch my name and it will probably come up, I'm guessing.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Oh, no, thank you so much for having me, Bronnie. It's been really fun.
This is Bronnie on KCC Live. Follow Bronnie everywhere at Bronnie Music.